Picture a young man standing on a cliff, tears in his eyes, ready to give up on life because he failed his pilot exam by a single rank. That man was APJ Abdul Kalam. He didn't become a pilot, but he went on to build wings for an entire nation. This is his story. Born in the small island town of Rameswaram, Kalam came from a humble background. His father was a boat owner and resources were scarce. To help his family, young Kalam would wake up before dawn to distribute newspapers. The streets he ran through would one day celebrate him as a hero. He was an average student but had a burning curiosity. When he got admitted to the Madras Institute of Technology, his father couldn't afford the fees. His sister Zora pawned her gold bangles to pay for his education. Seeing her sacrifice, Kalam vowed to redeem those bangles with his own sweat. At college, a professor rejected his design project and gave him a 3-day deadline or he'd lose his scholarship. Kalam didn't sleep or eat properly for 72 hours. He worked relentlessly. When the professor returned, he was stunned by the perfection. The pressure had turned coal into a diamond. After graduating, he traveled to Dehradun for the Air Force interview. There were 8 slots. He finished 9th. Heartbroken, he trekked to Rishikesh where a Swami told him to accept his destiny. Destiny didn't want him to fly a plane, it wanted him to build missiles. He joined the Defense Research and Development Organization and later ISRO, working under the legendary Vikram Sarabhai. It was a time of struggle. They transporting rocket parts on bicycles and bullock carts. It sounds unbelievable today, but that is how India's space program began. 1979, the launch of SLV-3, the nation was watching, but seconds after liftoff the rocket crashed into the sea. It was a massive failure. Kalam was the project director. He was terrified to face the press, but Satish Dhawan, the chairman, took the mic and took the blame, a lesson in leadership Kalam never forgot. 1 year later, they tried again. This time, SLV-3 soared into orbit. India became a spacefaring nation. When the press gathered, Satish Dhawan pushed Kalam to the front to take the credit. This humility shaped Kalam's soul. He knew success is a team sport. He moved to the missile program. Prithvi, Agni, Akash, Trishul, Nag. One by one, he delivered lethal defense systems. The world placed sanctions on India trying to stop the technology. Kalam and his team worked in secret reverse engineering components, making India self-reliant. He became the missile man. 1998, the deserts of Rajasthan. Under the guise of army exercises, Kalam and the atomic energy chief orchestrated the Pokhran II nuclear tests. The ground shook and the world was stunned. India had declared itself a nuclear state. Kalam wore army camouflage to hide from satellites. It was a masterstroke. Despite holding top secrets, he lived like a monk. He remained a vegetarian, played the veena, and owned very few possessions, mostly books. He didn't care for luxury. Even as a top scientist, he stayed in a single-room guest house. His mind was in the stars, but his feet were on the ground. In 2002, both ruling and opposition parties agreed on one name for President: Abdul Kalam. He walked into the Rashtrapati Bhavan with 2 suitcases. He opened the doors of the presidential palace to the common people and children. He wasn't a politician, he was a teacher in power. He ignored protocol to interact with kids. Once, a security guard tried to stop a child from getting close. Kalam stopped the guard. He believed the children were the igniting minds of India. He personally replied to thousands of letters written to him by students. When his family visited him at the president's house, he paid for their stay and food from his own pocket, even though the state could cover it. He refused to misuse a single rupee of public money. That level of integrity is rare in today's world. He didn't just govern, he dreamed. He pennied Vision 2020, a roadmap to transform India into a developed nation. He focused on education, agriculture, and technology. He wanted India to be a knowledge superpower, not just a market for foreign goods. After his term, he didn't retire. He went back to what he loved most, teaching. He traveled across the country, inspiring students. He used to say, "Teaching is a very noble profession that shapes the character, caliber, and future of an individual." July 27, 2015, Shillong. He was walking to the podium to deliver a lecture on creating a livable planet. 5 minutes into his speech, he collapsed. The man who taught us how to live died doing exactly what he loved. The entire nation went into mourning. His funeral in Rameswaram was attended by thousands. People from all religions and states gathered. He wasn't just a Muslim or a Tamilian or a scientist. He was the son of India. He united the country in a way no politician ever could. He left behind his books, his teachings, and a generation of dreamers. He showed that you don't need a godfather to succeed, you need grit. He proved that a newspaper boy can reach the highest office in the land if he has the courage to dream. As he famously said, "Dream is not that which you see while sleeping, it is something that does not let you sleep." His life was that dream. Dr. Kalam remains alive in every satellite launch, in every student's ambition, and in the heart of every Indian who dares to innovate. He was truly the missile man with a heart of gold. The boy from Rameswaram touched the sky but never forgot the earth. His story is the story of possibility, a story that tells us you are born with wings, don't crawl, learn to use them to fly and fly. Did Dr. Kalam inspire you? Share your favorite quote of his in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to India Repo for more inspiring stories from India.